Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. How are you doing? So, we're going to be talking about word formation, the exciting world of word formation. And the little post-it note man is saying, I'm so adjective, I verb nouns. We're going to be having a look at him later on. I want you to come up with some interesting, amusing, and preferably clean and not inappropriate ideas for that, but we'll see him again later. We're going to start off by looking at what word formation is. I've got three definitions for you. Morphology, a bound morpheme, and agglutinative. Now, I'm going to give you three options, three examples of this. What I'd like you guys to do is write up in the chat box which one you think connects to which. We're going to start off with Neil. Neil, who's not here, which is just as well, so somebody else will have to wash the dishes. Wash those dishes, Neil. Now, does that convert... Oh, thank you, Estelle. Right, here we go. Let's see. Number one, morphology. Okay, let's see. Let's do B as well. Here's another one for you. Fortune as a noun changing to unfortunately, the negative adverb. What do you think that is? Silence in the chat box. Natty and Connie are typing. Estelle is back on one again. Yeah, I'd say B was number one. Number four, Joe, you've chosen number four. There is no number four, but you know, extra points for the comedy value. Right, C, preview, establishment, disappear. So I would say this, guys. I would say that A is agglutinative. English is an agglutinative language, apparently. We need bits stuck onto it in order to conjugate it, unlike some. B would be morphology, changing different words in different ways to make verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs. Whereas, finally, bound morpheme like pre, meant, and dis, these words, these prefixes and suffixes cannot exist on their own. They must be stuck together. Anthony says. I don't know what means, but I agree, Anthony. To you too. Okay, let's move on and look at some prefixes. Now, guys, this is where we have some serious audience participation. I've got four words for you here: submarine, misplace, rewrite, and apolitical. And what I'd like you to do, I'm going to choose a few of you actually. If you're there, I'd like to choose Anthony to do submarine, Amy, if you're around, to do misplace. Thank you, Anthony. Sandy, if you're still online, to do rewrite. And Danny, sorry, Danny, you've got some work to do, apolitical. What I'd like you to do, either in the chat box or on the screen, if you can, I'm not sure if we still can these days, is write words that also begin with those prefixes. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do that, okay? I is ready, great. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Chen. I get a, yeah, sorry, Danny. Atypical, great, good. Asexual. Danny. Asymmetrical, sub-zero, love it. Very good. What about miss and re, guys? Have the miss and re guys disappeared? Oh, never mind if you have. Chen. Wow, look at this. Submariner. Anthony, you are a walking dictionary. You're a sitting dictionary. Here we go. Reboot, misunderstand, amoral. I'm impressed, guys. I'm seriously impressed. Right, good. That'll do for now. Now then. Question is, what do these prefixes mean? Danny, I won. I don't know. I think Anthony kind of won there, but well done, Danny. What do these prefixes mean now? So, again in the chat box for submarine, misplace, rewrite, and apolitical. What do you think sub means? Sub, under. Yeah, absolutely. Good. A, absence of. Perfect. Re, again. Very good. Look at this. Sue. Miss, do something the wrong way. Yeah, that is the idea. There's been a little accident with miss as a wrongly, Natty, absolutely, as a prefix. Perfect. So show your students this kind of thing. They can work it out for themselves and see what the point of these prefixes is for word formation. Good. Let's move on to suffixes now. We've got four words again. If we can have the same people or anyone who wants to join in doing these. First of all, we've got comfortable, physical, kindness, and airy. I want you again to think of words. Wow, here we go again. end with these suffixes. So we've got airy. Yes, airy, that's right. Couldn't think of any others, really. Downloadable, great. Let's have some more, guys. Happiness, reliable, goodness, great. Nobody likes Al, apparently. Typical story of my life. Apart from Anthony, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. That's very impressive. Very good. No E's. Dodgy. That'll do. Aliceable, Nick. Very funny. Yeah, I like it. This is a new word. Right, got mental. Perfect. Right. Great, we've got the gist. Okay, so let's move on, guys. What do these suffixes mean now? This is a little bit more tricky. So, again, for able, al, ness, and airy, how could we define these suffixes? What do these add to the words that we've got here? Able can be X. Yeah, I would agree. The ability of being something. Ness, quality. I reckon so, yeah. The state of being kind, for example, the state of being happy. Anything else? Suffix changes form. Thank you, Danny. Yes, yes, indeed. They changed the word class. That's right. Okay. They changed the type of word. So E with. Yeah, I think so. I think so. E, the suggestion with E apparently is having the quality of something, and al is as a suffix having the form or character of something. Again, this is a really good thing to introduce your students to. Try and get them to work out or tell them yourselves. Right, let's move on, guys. Let's look at word formation in terms of exams. Now, this is an old favorite from First Certificate Word Formation. Read it to you very quickly. Ideas to help a bad memory, which is a disadvantage for students. Instead of reading, I'd like you to put the answers up in the chat box, by the way, guys. Silent something. We should record the material and then listen to it. One particularly value something idea is that there is a greater possible something. Great, guys, well done. You'd pass first certificate for remembering something when the house is peace, and preferably just before bedtime. Great, Alex, you have successfully passed first certificate. Well done. Please tell your director. That is fantastic. I think you've all done very well here. So here's the idea, guys. What you can then do is, once you've got those suffixes, I was kidding, Alex. What you can do with those suffixes, stick them up on the whiteboard like this. Ly as an adverb, able as an adjective, ility as a noun, and full as an adjective. And what I'd like you guys to do, because I've put some examples of different words that have these as suffixes, happily, changeable, stability, beautiful. I'd like you guys to come up with your own ideas now. About 30 seconds I'm going to give you for some other words that you can add to these lists, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Great, this is good. Larissa, friendly, like it, okay. Movable, palpable, wow, Danny. Verily, Nick. Had to be you, didn't it? Verily I say unto you. Changeable. Great. Unable. Love it. Have we got ility? Nobody likes ility, apparently. Any words that can go with ility here? Chen. Fragility. Wow, Rachel. Loving it. Stability. Very good. Ability. Comparability. Compatible. Wow, okay. Right. Good. I have nothing more to say. Well done. Actually, I do, for at least 2 minutes. Okay, so this is a good idea for students to see how much they can do using them. This is kind of a, I hope Sean's not online right now, but dogme idea using the students as a resource in your classroom. Right, let's move on to a little game for you guys. This is called Guess the Suffix. Don't say the D word. Yeah, sorry. Right, kick him out. Okay. Does Sean not like dogme? I'll let Sean answer that question for you himself. Right, I'm going to pick Danny, Anthony, and let's have Lisa. Yeah, sorry, Lisa, I couldn't. So Danny, Anthony, and Lisa. Danny, student 1, Anthony, student 2, Lisa, student 3. I'm going to give you 3 words that fit under these little columns here. What you guys have to do is guess which suffix should go at the end of them. 3, 2, 1, go. Student 1, you've got broad, length, dark. Student 2, you've got entrap, establish, abandon. Student 3, you've got reverse, access, and resist. Natty, good. Broaden, lengthen, darken, changing them to... Danny and Natty are the same person today. Right, what about entrap? Oh, good, meant. Well done, Anthony, good job. And student 3, reverse, access, resist. Chen, 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 chen. Reversible, accessible, resistible. Exactly. That's the idea. Yeah, and Lisa, I think it's ibble rather than able, although apparently you can spell them the same way, at least with some of those words. Great, very good. Right, let's move quickly on. This time, what I'm going to show you now, oops, what I'm going to show you now is a very quick online game you can get students to play. Funenglishgames.com, grammar games, prefix, suffix, just stick that in Google, you'll come up with it. You've got a choice of different prefixes you can stick at the beginning of words, same with suffixes too. And I'm going to try and be smart and say, okay, I'm going to go for pre with caution. And if I hit go, then it says precaution. Well done, Alistair, congratulations. Pre means before. So precaution means be cautious or take care before. It does that with all the prefixes and suffixes, so it teaches students the reasons for using and the meaning of those prefixes and suffixes. It's a really good idea to introduce your students to word formation. Okay, let's move on. We're going to finish on a game now, almost in time, incredible, with a man who used to be 40 minutes. Yeah, quite. Right, long as a noun. What would the noun of long be, kids? Length. Yeah. Spelt longitude. You're just trying to be clever, Danny. Length, longevity. Oh, you're also good. You're also longness. Does that work? Does that exist? Probably does, doesn't it? Actually, I'm not sure. Length definitely exists. That's what I was thinking of. Right. I'm going to pick 3 of you again now. I need another student 1, student 2, student 3. Let's have Joe. You're going to be student 1, if that's okay. Nick, you're going to be student 2, and Danny, you are so clever, I'm going to have you as student 3, okay? I'm going to give you 4 words. What you have to do with these 4 words is exactly what you've just done. You have to change, for example, long into the noun, which you said was length. Yeah. All right, yeah, pressure indeed. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so student 1, for example, the mountain is an adjective, way is a noun, free is a noun, wake is an adjective, etc. Shorten, good. Carry on, you're doing well. Wow, Danny, you are going great guns. Shorten, friendly, argument, and the other one? Shorten, wood, Danny? Wood. Come on, Danny, wood. Woody. Woody. Yes, I suppose. I was thinking of wooden, but never mind, that'll do. Great, guys. Connection, awake, safety, wooden, a woody wood, freedom. I've just worked out the game. Yeah, sorry, I should have ICQ'd it, really. Not very shelter of me. Sean, don't kick me out yet. Sleepy. Right. Very good, guys. Okay, so this is the idea. You can do this as a race with your students, just as I've done with you guys, so that you can, adds a little element of competition to proceedings. So, finally, just before we hit 14 minutes, and I do get booted out, here's our little post-it note man again. I'm so adjective, I verb nouns. Any ideas? And Danny, try and keep it appropriate and undirty, if that's a word. Multiple attendees are typing. I do love it when it says that. Yes, collocations. I'm so frustrated. I love games. I like it. Very good. I'm so sexy. I dig affixes. We should so get that made as a t-shirt. Let's speak to Sean about that. Brilliant, guys. I love it. So look, these were some ideas that have really helped me teaching students word formation, and I hope they help your students too. I'm so AH, I love conferences. Well done. Special badge for you, Nick. Special badge.